I really wanted to join in a set match arena where I would battle to prove myself. I used to dream of such things when I was in my teens. That was why I chose to have training instead of payment when doing work for the Fighters Guild in the Imperial City. Another reason for me to join the Thieves Guild and then partner with my friend in the loan shark business was that the local guild hall, the Fighters Guild Hall in the Imperial City, was shut down after a fire and was never re-established when I lived there. Apparently some members were causing trouble within the city and the city guards no longer wanted the guild there, so one had to go to other towns within Cyrodiil to find them. Convenient for them that there was a fire then. I finally am of age and skill when I return to Vivek City, and what do I find? Only members of great houses can duel in the arena. The trainers, though would train anyone for coin, were there to help members of these great houses. I searched the entire canton from top to bottom. I found one strange Dunmer in the underworks. What are you doing down here, Dunmer? We have you in our discerning eye, Sunil Rilvain. We see you, waking and sleeping. Huh? Who are you? Discerning eye? My starkest madness seeming is divinest sense. Come, grasp the chain and prove you're sane. I think you've lost it. Is that why you're down here? He's insane and he's got a dagger on his side. Apparently all the crazy head down there. Then, afterwards, I talked to a Dunmer woman who had this to say. If the great houses want a Dunmer noble dead badly enough, they'll get a contract through the Morag Tong. If the flaw is smart, they flee the city, go underground, and lay low for a spell. But some of the braver ones wait in ambush. They rarely survive. Everyone knows about the Morag Tong. Wonder where they are. Mixed Unit Tactics in the 5 Years' War, Volume 1 by Codus Calonis. The legions could learn from the unconventional tactics used by the Khajiit in the 5 Years' War against Valenwood. I was stationed at Sphinx Moth Legion Fort on the border near Dune and witnessed many of the northern skirmishes firsthand. The war started with the so-called Slaughter of Torval. The Khajiit claimed that the Bosmer invaded the city without provocation and killed over 1,000 citizens before being driven off by reinforcements from a nearby jungle tribe. The Bosmer claimed that the attack was in retaliation for Khajiiti bandits who were attacking wood caravans headed for Valenwood. In the spring of 3rd Era 396, that was 31 years ago, the war moved closer to Fort Sphinx Moth. I was posted on lookout and saw parts of the conflict. I later spoke with both Khajiit and Bosmer who fought in the battle, and it will serve as an excellent example of how the Khajiit used a mixture of ground and tree units to win the war. The Khajiit began the fight in an unusual way by sending tree-cutting teams of Cathay Rat and the fearsome Sanshay Rat, or Battle Cats, into the outskirts of Valenwood's forests. When the word reached the Bosmer that trees were being felled, allegedly a crime in the strange Bosmeri religion, a unit of archers were dispatched from larger conflicts in the south. The Bosmer were thus goaded into splitting their forces into smaller groups. The Bosmer archers took up positions in the remaining trees whose branches were now 20 or more feet apart, allowing some light into the forest floor. The Bosmer bent the remaining trees with their magic into small fortifications from which to fire their bows. When the tree cutters arrived the next morning, a half-dozen Khajiit fell to the Bosmer arrows in the first volley. After that, the Khajiit took large wooden shields from the backs of the Sanshay Rat and made a crude shelter. The Khajiit, even the enormous Sanshay Rat, were able to hide between this shelter and one of the larger trees. When it became apparent that the Khajiit would not leave their shelter, some Bosmer chose to descend and engage the Khajiit sword to claw. When the Bosmer were nearly upon the shelter, one of the Khajiit began playing on a native instrument of plucked metal bars. This was a signal of some kind, and a small group of the man-like Alms and Alms Rat emerged from covered holes on the forest floor. Although outnumbered, they were attacking from behind by surprise and won the ground quickly. The Alms are actually they look very much like Bosmer. It's hard to tell them apart from Khajiit. I've only seen one before. Bosmer archers in the trees would have still won the battle were they not having troubles of their own. A group of Dagi and Dagi Rat, two of the less common forms of Khajiit who live in the trees of the Tenmar forest, jumped from tree to tree under a magical cover of silence. They took up positions in the higher branches that could not hold the Bosmer's weight. When the signal came, they used their claws and either torches or spells of fire Accounts from the 2 survivors I spoke with vary on this point, to distract the archers while the battle on the ground took place. A few of the archers were able to flee, but most were killed. Apparently the Daggy and Daggy Rat have more magical ability than is widely believed if they were able to keep themselves magically silenced for so long. One of the surviving Bosmer told me that he saw a few ordinary cats among the Daggy, and even claimed that these ordinary cats are known as Elfique, and that they were the spellcasters, but Bosmer are almost as unreliable as the Khajiit when it comes to the truth, and I cannot believe that a house cat can cast spells. At the end of the day, the Khajiit lost perhaps a half-dozen fighters out of a force of no more than 4 dozen, while the Bosmer lost nearly an entire company of archers. The survivors were unable to report back before a second company of archers arrived, and this strategy was repeated again, with similar results. Finally, a much larger force was sent and the Bosmer won that battle with the help of the native animals of the Valenwood. That third skirmish and the Khajiit response I will discuss in the second volume of this series. I always love reading about war and battles, combat, duels. Those have always been my favorite stories. Now that my hopes for getting into the arena have been dashed, at least temporarily, I'm going to try to join House Redoran, but I heard that it's in Eldrune, where they're accepting, well, not accepting. You have to make a special case to be accepted, and perhaps they'll give me a task that is very difficult, if they even accept me at all. And thank the 9, I'm also Dunmer, so it won't be that difficult. And I love battle, I'm skilled. I love war. It's my favorite area of life, actually. I love fighting. How could they resist a Dunmer like that? Anyhow. What is the third? The Shrine of Daring, a third pilgrimage. The Shrine of Daring is found in the city of Vivec in the Temple District along the western wall of the High Fane, the Great Temple of Vardenfell. When you address the shrine, it is customary... Okay, I already read... What? The Shrine of Daring. To stop the moon, the Shrine of Daring. I've already done that. I was confused. Okay, the Palace, Shrine of Generosity. Long after Lord Neverar and the Tribunal triumphed over Dagath-ur, the people wished to build a monument to the heroes of that war. Vivec thanked them, but said that it would be better to dedicate a monument not only to the glorious heroes, but to all people, great and small, who suffered and died in the war. It became the custom to make offerings here, either in thanks of our good fortune or those less fortunate. The Shrine of Generosity is on the top steps of Vivec's Palace, the southernmost canton of Vivec City. Yeah, Vivec's Palace, south of the temple. I always considered it a part of the temple, though. The customary donation for those in good fortune is 100 gold, which I have. And what is the one after? The Puzzle Canal, the Shrine of Courtesy. In a battle with Mehrunes Dagon, Vivec gave his own silver longsword to the Daedra Lord rather than dishonor himself by fighting an unarmed foe. This so impressed the Dremora, that most honorable and chivalrous of Mehrunes Dagon's Daedric servants, that now share a bond of respect and courtesy with the followers of the Tribunal, though we must never forget that they are enemies. The Shrine of Courtesy is found in the heart of the Puzzle Canal, a labyrinth beneath Lord Vivec's palace, in the city of Vivec. The journey through the Puzzle Canal can be confusing, and it is suggested that common pilgrims carry a scroll of Almsivi intervention in case they get lost. The Dremora Kratz is found in the center of the Puzzle Canal, and will accept a plain silver longsword, that's my sword, if spoken to with courtesy. After Kratz accepts the sword, pilgrims must read the inscription on the triolith. Well, I can't do both, because this is about what it costs to buy the silver longsword, and if I give 100 gold on the next pilgrimage, and then do the one with the longsword, I'll have no weapon, and I won't be able to afford another weapon unless I sell a lot of things on me. Oh, I've got to find a way down. Anyways, I can do one. And then I need to make more money, which the only means of doing that is either to plunge into one of the nearby mines and hope that there's bandits in there I could plunder.
Can we hurry this up?
Or I can continue on with the Fighters Guild quest that was given to me in Caldera. And where is Caldera, by the way? That's very far. I think Caldera is somewhere in here. It's north of Balmora. Maybe up here. I wish I had my old map I used to have when I was... but the woman who raised me had showed me everything on Vardenfell. So now I need to be heading south.
Ask or get going.
I must be close. I can see the moon that Vivek stopped. Far down.
I don't know. You look like trouble to me.
Okay, I need to get down below. I used to do this as a child. We would jump going down. Never do it when it's wet, though. That hurt.
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick.
This is not... This is the temple. And south of here is where Vivek resides. I do believe I'm supposed to go there. So there are 3 pilgrimages
I'm
here.
listening. Go ahead.
I cannot afford to do both of them. I'll do the one where I give 100 gold.
What do you want?
It's up top. So it would be, I've done 2, so this will be the 3rd, and the 4th one is, I guess I have to find a way to go inside. It's supposed to be a labyrinth. Where's Vivek himself? Actually was never allowed to go this far. My mother forbade it. Is this where Vivek is supposed to be? Would you like to leave a... Yes, a donation of 100 gold. The grace of generosity. Thank you for your generosity, Lord Vivek. I shall neither hoard nor steal nor encumber myself with profitless treasures, but shall share freely among house and hearth. That is 3 of the 7. I can't take it. Tempting. I have so little. Go back quite a few pages to read. Okay, so after Chaos Crusades, there's the rat. I went to take out the poachers. I'm to find and kill 4 Tilvani agents responsible for thefts and disappearance at the Caldera mine. I've got some traveling to do. Took me a while to get back north of Vivek City.
Why walk when you can ride?
Take me back to Balmora, please.
Where would you like to go?
I can only go to one place. That's the Mage's Guild. Somehow I have to find transport, but I really don't have much coin.
How do I know you can even be trusted?
First rest.
Why do you interrupt me?
That's some friendliness for you. Feel much better.
Why do you interrupt me?
At least Magnus is out. And there's the moons. Secunda, there's Masser. The larger is Massa. Alright, let's see what I could find
Do
here.
not waste my time.
If I have to join the Mages Guild to do this, I will. Hello. Are you looking for me? You want to join the Mages Guild? Oh, sure. Yes, you look like the sort we could use in the Mages Guild. Will you take the Mage's Oath and join the guild? What is the Mage's Oath? Perform any duties assigned to you by the Masters of the Guild, learn from them, and grow strong. Always share your knowledge freely with other guild members. Never strike or steal from another guild member. Does this appeal to you? That's pretty simple. Yes? You are now a member of the Mages Guild. Welcome, associate. When you are ready, you can ask for duties to perform, and once you are ready, you can ask me about advancement in the guild. What duties are there for me to perform? I don't have any duties for an associate. Speak with me again when you have proven yourself. In the meantime, speak with Ajira. I believe she may have some small tasks for you. Okay. Where is Ajira? I don't have... This is... What's your rank, Sunil? Rilvain? No, sorry, later when you're higher rank, but not now. She won't even... I can't even
What
look
is
at the
it,
spells
Sarah?
that she offers. I need money, and I will do... Not anything, but I will do a lot to get it. Ajira. That sounds like a Khajiit name. Hello. Step right up, Sunil Rilvain, and look over my collection of scrolls. How about the flashy and cheap Taldam's Scorcher to burn your foes, or Undusi's Unhinging to open stuck chests and doors? If you're going somewhere dangerous, try some scrolls of Vitality and Vigor to restore your health and fatigue. If you're in real trouble, you want Elm CV Intervention or Divine Intervention to transport you instantly to the nearest temple or nearest Imperial Shrine. I've heard of people doing that. I've always wanted to have that. How much are those? Oh, these are just scrolls. I need spells. And she does enchanting and spells. Or training, but she does not sell spells. Do you know where Ajira is?
I don't know if I can help you, but I'll try.
The follow-up to that doesn't really help at all. Can anyone be considered a mage if you just know one spell? I can't be sure if Azura is a Khajiit name. Hello? I cannot think with all these interruptions. Please leave me alone. Alright. Alright.
Any time now.
Hello. Welcome to Balmora, council seat of House Lalu. How can I serve you? Oh, you sell spells? This is conjuration and some alteration and destruction. Nothing that I don't have enough gold, but some of them are fairly cheap. Thank you. I'm sure you're not Azura. No? Oh, here's a Khajiit right here. Hello.
Sweet skooma.
You're really fulfilling the stereotype. What brings you to Ajira's shop? Do you want duties from Ajira? Do you want the local brews or help in a fight? Some Telvanni bug musk or a way to reach the high places? What duties do you provide? Yes, Azira has duties for you. Before Azira can be a journeyman in the Mages Guild, Azira must study local mushrooms. I have to collect mushrooms? To finish Azira's report, Azira needs samples of Luminous Racilla, Violet Coprinus, Bungler's Bane, and Hypha Fascia. Azira knows you can find all of these on the Bitter Coast. The easiest way is to go south along the River Odai until you see a wooden bridge across the river. Get out of the river there and find a path west over the hills. Oh. The River Odai is what flows through Balmora, isn't it? There's a wooden bridge. Is that not what I took to get originally get here? Across the river. Get out of the river there and find a path west. So she is saying that along the Ascadian's Isles is where I'll find these things. 4 different mushroom... Yes. I don't... I'm not really... I don't really know these things. What they are. Help in a fight. What can you provide there? Azir sells potions to restore health for when you are bleeding, and potions that restore fatigue when you are weary. What is Telvanni bug musk? Azir does not like the Telvanni, but even Khajiit like the smell of bug musk. Try some and smell how all the women like you. Maybe another time, if I had more coin. What about the river Odai? The Odai is the river here in Balmora. It goes right through the middle of town.
What does the Dunmer need?
I've translated where to go from what she... House of Troubles. How come I've heard of that before? Oh yes, the 6th house. House of Troubles. I remember hearing that as a kid.
Yes, what is it?
Hello. I'm Massolini Marion, the Breton, guild guide. I provide instantaneous transport between various mages' guild halls in Vardenfell. What is your destination? I can also help with local information. Do you need services? Are you looking for some specific place or for someone in particular? Where can you take me? I can teleport you instantly from our mages' guild here in Balmora to Vivek Mages Guild. That's where I was. That's, yes, where I delivered the apologies. Or the Aldrune Mages Guild, or the Caldera Mages Guild, or the Sadrith Mora Mages Guild. That's Telvanni territory. Is it not their capital, Sadrith Mora? Caldera is where I need to go. How much do you charge? 10. You know what? I will take you up on that after I find these mushrooms. I'm hoping that I'll get payment for it. If they're charging me to buy their services, why wouldn't they pay me as a mage? Because I'm right here.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Stalking me, orc female? Wow. Magnus is out. I feel invigorated. That sun shining on me makes me feel content. I'm up for this. I passed by this old Dwemer ruin. I don't know if I saw it the first time when I came this way, but I saw it the last time when I went to Fort Moonmoth, which is right there. It's not the same part as that. That's over the hill. And I've never been inside a Dwemer ruin. They're all over Vardenfell. All over Morrowind, actually. The Dwemer disappeared around 3,000 years ago, right before Lord Neverar died. This is the river. This is not a wooden bridge. Was there a small wooden bridge? I know you can travel along the river and get this way back to Sejanine. But if I'm going to be wandering around collecting mushrooms, I'd rather be in the Ascadian Isles where it's pleasant. Everybody likes the Ascadian Isles. It's the nicest part of all of Vardenfell. And thankfully Vivek is in the southern part of the Ascadian Isles. So this is obviously not a mushroom. Who are you? These shrines can be a pain to find out there, but they're always worth the effort. Oh, you're another pilgrim. Yes.
Let's get this over with quickly.
And he's another Imperial one at that. Mushrooms, mushrooms. Well, this is kind of a rocky, hilly area. There's nothing in Fort Moonmoth. Maybe I have to get that Nord drunk in there to get him to accept me. It is not easy to find work. Cliff Racer. I saw one here last time I came. I shot at it a few times, but I guess it didn't notice me. There's another rat. These are expensive arrows. Why am I wasting them on a rat? I need to practice. That's why. Ah, the arrow's broken. Those other arrows I shot. How about that cliff racer? It's another bridge, but obviously not the one she was referring to. That's not a cliff racer. Cliff racers are large. They don't have feathers. They're lizards. Flying lizards, basically. Another oop. Damn it. Oh, the arrowhead broke. Another target. I split it into 3 pieces. The arrow's broken. Which way am I facing? This is definitely not where I want to go. This is the way back to the Ascadian Isles. Broken arrow. Now, here we are. What do these mushrooms look like exactly? I know what a big cork bulb looks like. This may take me a while.